Hey, what's up guys? Today, I'm gonna let you in on a secret that will allow you to literally accomplish anything. But first, let's talk about some human psychology. 2 weeks ago, I was at a bar and a guy came up to me. He was a fan of Simple Pickup. We started talking and he eventually asked me, Kong, I really want to be more confident and I know what to do, but how do I get the motivation to do it every day? And right then, I realized a huge flaw that most people have when it comes to achieving success. And that is relying on motivation to get you there. In the mind of the vast majority of people who want to accomplish something, motivation is put on this pedestal as if it's the only thing that will lead to success. Here's a reality check. It's not. I'm gonna let you in right now on a secret that I found about motivation. Are you ready? Just like any other emotion, motivation is temporary. Just like happiness, sadness, excitement, it comes and goes. It's unstable, it's unpredictable. One day you're motivated, the next day you're not, and that's normal. Think about how many times you've been motivated to do something. I'm gonna start my own business. I'm gonna stop playing video games. I'm gonna finally talk to that cute girl tomorrow. You get this spurt of motivation and you feel like this is finally the time that I'm gonna follow through, and maybe you actually do follow through for a day, 2 days, maybe even a week. But after that, you find yourself back at where you started and you tell yourself, damn, if only I had some more motivation. And then the cycle starts all over again. Here's a real life example that everybody's noticed. In January, the gym is completely packed because everyone there made New Year's resolutions to lose weight and now they're motivated to do that. But 2 weeks later, what happens to the gym? It goes completely back to normal because that motivation was only temporary. Now, I'm not saying that motivation is a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. You should have something that gets you up in the morning, that gets you excited to do what you're gonna do. For me, it's the memory of my parents and I living in a shitty one-bedroom apartment, barely scraping by month to month. I think about that almost every single day and it motivates me to succeed, but I'm not just relying on that to get shit done day to day. So going back to that example of the gym and New Year's resolutions, what we learn from that is that motivation is great for getting you started, but it's horrible for getting you to finish. You know what's great for getting you to finish what you started? Good habits. Humans are habitual creatures, and there's evidence of this everywhere. For example, in college, there are no assigned seats. You have the freedom to sit anywhere you want, but we find ourselves choosing the exact same seat day after day. Why? Because we find comfort in habits. Our brain is wired that way. Psychologists have found that according to your brain, almost everything you do is part of a habit. It could be a good habit like brushing your teeth or a bad habit like procrastinating. It's all the same. Your brain can't differentiate between good ones and bad ones. They're all just habits. So every time you bite your nails, every time you hit the snooze button, every time you hesitate before starting a conversation with a girl, you are adding one more brick to your pyramid of bad habits. And here's the scary part. That's actually satisfying your brain because again, your brain just likes habits. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. As you can probably imagine, it is much easier to feed our mind with bad habits than it is with good ones. But the thing that snaps me back to reality is to think about it like this. Every single thing you hate about yourself is because of a bad habit. Everything you want to change, everything you can't seem to accomplish, everything that you are failing at is all because of this reason. The good news is it's actually much easier than you think to satisfy that habit craving in your brain with good habits. You need good habits because they serve as a foundation to keep you on track when your motivation disappears. When implemented properly, good habits make it so that if you miss a day of doing it, you start feeling weird, like something's missing. For example, you brush your teeth every single day, or at least I hope you do. Now think about it, if you just stopped brushing your teeth for 2 days, how would you feel? That's happened to me a couple times before, and I personally feel disgusted and incomplete. This is a small example of how your brain will make you feel bad if you don't follow a good habit. So the next time you want to accomplish something, instead of asking, how do I get more motivated? Ask yourself, how do I make this a habit? So hopefully by now you understand how important habits are to your life, but keep in mind that everything I just told you is only step one. If you actually want to form good habits and quit your bad ones, all of this information is completely useless without step two, which is how to implement it. I'm sure you have a lot of unanswered questions in your head, like how do you create a good habit in the first place? What are the best ways to solidify these good habits? How do you prevent yourself from falling back into bad patterns? What do you do when you feel like giving up? The answers to these questions are extremely important, but it would take me over an hour to explain everything to you. And because of that, we're not going to put the whole thing on YouTube. We're only giving this information to people who are serious about making a drastic change in their life. So if you want to have a deep understanding of how to utilize the power of habit and become great at something, go to simplepickup.com/habits. We're going to give you an hour's worth of videos that we poured our hearts into, and all you have to do is put in your email. This is how I got over my depression and how Jesse got over his anxiety. This is how we achieved the confidence to be good with women and to eventually run a successful business. This is how we conquered every single one of our fears and accomplished our life goals. This is the most important thing we've ever created, and it could very well change the path of your life. So again, go to simplepickup.com/habits and put in your email. That's all you have to do. I'll see you soon.